ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। We are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 27, beginning from verse number 1. In the previous chapter, we read the story of Sri Krishna protecting residents of Vraja from the onslaught of Indra by lifting Govardhan. Indra was upset because Sri Krishna stopped the Indra Makha. Krishna is also called Makhasudan, destroyer of the Makha Yajna. It's called Madhusudan, also Makhasudan. So Indra sent heavy rains, hailstorm, wind, and then it was all flooded. And then he asked everyone to come to, Krishna asked everyone to come to Govardhan, and he lifted Govardhan for 7 days. So Indra is Lord of Heaven, Indra means who is very opulent. Dhatu called id. Id means Parameshwari, supreme opulence. So he is very opulent person, that's why he is called Indra. It's also called Shatakratu, did 100 yagyas. So because he is opulent, so he gives opulence to others. That is the rain. In the material world you get rain of sense objects, day and night. Now you see all the gadgets are coming. So everybody has a gadget. This is the Indra. Indra is rain, continuous. There is no limit how much you can be absorbed in it. So this is the Vishavrishti, the rain of the Vishayas, sense objects, sense pleasure, especially now because of all the technological advancement. So the only way you can be protected by that is by taking shelter of Krishna. There is no other solution. That's why Krishna says that take my shelter. So he is the one who can protect you from the attack of Maya. So, Mameva ye prapadyante mayamitam tarantite. Indra is very proud because of his wealth. So wealth has 15 defects in it, described by Sri Krishna in 11th Canto. One of them is pride. Like we also read the story of two sons of Kubera, who is the treasurer of the Devas. He also has got money, although it's not his money. Like in the bank, people can become proud because they're dealing with money all the time. It's your money and they refuse to give you. So then these two brothers were also very proud because of the wealth. So Indra is obviously more proud than them. Although he has got 1,000 eyes, right? He is called Sahasraksh, but he cannot see. Too many eyes does not mean you see more, right? Sometimes you can see better with one eye, the third eye, the eye of Viveka. Third eye is called the eye of Viveka, discrimination. So that is what you need. If you don't have that, then even these two eyes don't help, not to speak of 1,000 eyes. So therefore his pride was subdued by Sri Krishna. Because one thing which Krishna does not like is pride. He can tolerate other things, but pride is very irritating to him. It is most irritating to him. So that's why if you want to be a devotee, pride has no scope. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Tranadapi Sunichena. This is the formula he gave. Why? Because you cannot be a devotee and also proud. It just does not work. Like darkness and light don't go together. Like that, pride and bhakti don't match. It's a complete mismatch. So this is what is shown in this pastime by Sri Krishna, that ultimately wealth belongs to him also. He is the one who is called Bhagavan, means he is the master, lord, possessor of all the bhagas, all the opulences, Aishwarya. Aishwaryasya samagrasya, complete. Indra has one very tiny little bit of opulence in comparison to what Krishna has. Krishna has unlimited Aishwarya. Therefore he is called Parameshwara. So there is no need to be proud of our wealth or anything else, because first of all these are temporary, and secondly they don't really belong to us. So if we can remember this, then we don't become proud. And that's very conducive on the path of bhakti especially. It is helpful on any path, but especially on bhakti it is very important. So if you have pride, then you are taken for a ride, and then you will glide. And no one is going to help you at that time. So you keep away from pride, give it side, let it pass by. So this is what was shown. So now of course Indra, he saw, he understood who Sri Krishna is, and he felt very embarrassed because he has committed a big aparadh, and aparadh is dangerous. So you can lose everything if you commit offense, and especially committing offense to the devotees of Sri Krishna, the most intimate devotees in Vraja. So that can be most displeasing to him. So now he did not know what to do, so he took consultancy from Brahmaji. Brahma has got 4 heads, so you can think. 4 head means all-rounder. Means when we see things, we studied this in Nyaya, if you remember, that when we see, we never see anything completely. Right? When you see the first front part, we have this defect that we can never see any object fully. So our experience of anything, even material experience, is partial. So Brahma has got 4 heads, which signifies that he can see from all sides, from all angles. And he is a devotee. And he also had experience of Sri Krishna before that in 14th chapter, 13th chapter we read. Right? So Brahma himself had already experienced how he has offended also Sri Krishna. So now Indra went to him. So then he gave him consultancy that you better go and pray to him, otherwise you are doomed. And he suggested that you take cow with you, because I stole the cows and he loves cows and calves. So you take Surabhi cow with you and go and pray to him, because we studied this in Bhakti Sandarbha. If you offend somebody, if you offend a devotee, then the only way you can become free from the offense is by pleasing that devotee, unless the devotee does not exist physically anymore. But if you know that you have offended some devotee, then Sri Jiva Goswami suggests that you should go and ask for forgiveness to further devotee, try to please him by service, by gift, by nice words, whatever. Otherwise, offense becomes a big obstacle to one's bhakti. So now in this 27th chapter, that's what is being described. That how Indra, he came with the Surabhi cow. So Surabhi cow was also pleased because Krishna protected her children, cows. So she also got an opportunity to come and see the Gopal. So this is the subject which will be described in this chapter. So Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sri Shukdev Goswami continued to describe Govardhane dhrite shaile asharad rakshite vraje golokad avrajat krishnam surabhi shakra evacha. So Govardhane Shale Dhrite, and Krishna had lifted Govardhan mountain, and Asharad Vraje Rakshite, and he protected Vraja. Vraja means the cowherd habitation from the Asara. Asara means heavy rain. Asara dhar sampate. So then what happened, that Shakra Surabhi cha Golokad Krishnam Avrajit. So then Shakra is name of Indra. So he and Surabhi cow, they came from Goloka to Sri Krishna. So here Surabhi is mentioned first, Indra is mentioned second. So first Surabhi came. By seeing Surabhi, then Krishna will be pacified, and then Indra came. So this is Niti. We saw that in 7th canto also, when Nrsimhadev was there and he killed Hiranyakashipu, he was very angry. So when somebody is angry, and especially angry at you, better don't go in front of that person, otherwise you will be seeing more firecrackers. So then he sent Surabhi first, and when Krishna was in good mood, then he also came there. So that's Indra's intelligence. Indra is after all disciple of Brihaspati. So he is a learned who also knows diplomacy. It's important. Niti is very important in our life. So there is no comment on this. Oh, there is. Sri Vishnath Chakravarti Thakur comments. Saptavimse bhayadindra stutis tatra kripa harehe surabhya cha abhisheko yad govinda ityabhidha bhavat. So in this 27th chapter, there is a description that how Indra, he came out of fear and praised Krishna, recited stuti. And then he was blessed by Krishna, Harehe Kripa Tatra. There is also description of Sri Krishna's Abhishek by Surabhi. Surabhi did milk Abhishek to Krishna, and that's how he got the name Govinda. So this is Govind Kund is there near to Radha Kund when you go after Kusum Sarovar further down. So there is Govind Kund. That's where the Abhishek of Krishna was done. So that's how he got the name Govinda. Yad Govinda iti abhida bhavat. He got the name Govinda. Asharad rakshite vraje iti shakrasya bhayena agamne hetu. So in this verse, Asharad rakshite vraje, that Sri Krishna has protected Vraja from the heavy rain and storm. So this describes the cause of Indra's coming here, because Devatas do not come on earth, and even if they come, they don't touch earth. This is their protocol, that they don't land on the ground. They stay above like a helicopter, not landing down. So but Indra did come here and touched. So that is something unique. So the reason for that is that he was fearful. He was terrified because he had committed a very grave offense to Brajvasis and to Sri Krishna personally. Surabhayastu Brahmagyaya Bhagavadabhisheka Sakra Sahayamche. And why did Surabhi come? So she came because Brahma has ordered her to go. And she did Abhisheka for Bhagavan and also assisted Indra in pacifying Sri Krishna. So this will be said later on, Brahmana Chodita Vayam iti padukte, that I have been sent here by Brahma. Surabhi will say it. Now the question comes that how is it that it is said that they came from Goloka? How did they reach Goloka? So why should they come from Goloka, and how is that Indra can go to Goloka? So he replies that, he says, Golokat prakritad eva natu aprakritad vaikuntha visheshat. So this Goloka is not the Goloka in the transcendental world, but it is some manifestation within the material world. So therefore he says prakritat, means which is within the realm of prakriti and not aprakrita, or which is beyond. Tadiya surbher indra sahitya anupatte, because Surabhi cow and Indra, they have no entry there. So therefore it is said that this is a Goloka here. So then the next verse, number 2, Vivikta upasangamya vridita kritahelanaha pasparsham padyorenam kiritena arka varchasa. So Indra is very intelligent. He did not go when Krishna was surrounded by his friends or other people. He went when he was in a solitary place. So one is that he didn't want to feel embarrassed in front of everybody. After all, he is also one of the important gods, he is worshipable. Second thing is that if he goes to pacify, then other people may start speaking against him. And even if Krishna wants to bless him, say, no, he is a rascal, he created so much trouble, look how much we suffered. Don't forgive him, he should be punished. Let's take him to Braj and tie him inside the Goshala. He can pick cow dung there, do some seva. So he obviously is not interested in that. So he went when he saw Krishna Vivikta. So Vivikta desa sevitam aratir janasansadi, Krishna says Bhagavad Gita. So Vivikta upsangamya. So he went, approached Krishna when he saw him in a lonely place. And Vriditaha krita helana. So how was his mood? He was very embarrassed of what he has done. Because he's not a rogue, he's not an asura. He does not take pleasure in troubling devotees. But this vritti came in his mind because of the pride. And now the pride is gone. So now he is feeling embarrassed, he is feeling bad what he did. Sometimes when you are angry, you do things, later on you repent. I should not have done that. So that's how he was feeling at that time. So Krita Helana means that he had committed an offense. So what did he do? He says, Kiritena arka varchasa padyor enam pasparsham. So he had his helmet. So he touched with his helmet, which was very shining, Krishna at his feet. So that means he took the helmet and put it at Krishna's feet. Yes, his diadem or crown, whatever you call it. So that is signifying that, because when somebody is installed as a king, then he is put up a crown, and now he is putting the crown at Krishna's head. So this signifies that this crown does not belong to me. It is by your grace that I have it. I offer it to you. Means I am surrendered to you. please forgive me. So that is the significance of Kiritena Arka Varchasa. So Vivikta iti hanta hanta shakra hatakasya vajra praharair mama govardhana prishtham kidrisham jarjaram abhut iti didrikshya kadachit pratara ekakina eva krishnena tatra gamanat tadaeva indrena api agamnat iti buddhate. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is commenting on the word Vivikta, or in a solitary place, that what it signifies that Krishna, one day, shortly after this happened, he thought that I want to see how badly Govardhan has been damaged by Indra, because Indra was also hitting with his thunderbolt, Vajra. So I want to see how much damage he has done to my Govardhan, because Krishna loves Govardhan. That's why he made Vrajvasis worship Govardhan and feed him. So he says, Shakra Hatkasya means who has been hit or attacked by Vajra Prahari, by the bouts of this thunderbolt. Mama Govardhan Prishtham Kidrisham Jarjaram, how it has been damaged or demolished by Govardhan. So he wanted to see this, and for this reason, one day early morning he came by himself alone. Generally he is always with his friends, but somehow he came alone. And it is at that time that Indra approached him. This is to be understood. Darshan sthanancha harivamse vyaktam sadadarshopvishtam vai govardhana shilatalaiti. And this is described in more detail in Harivamsa Purana, where it happened. So there it is citing only one line, but there are many slokas which describe that. So Indra, he saw Sri Krishna sitting by himself near Govardhan. So Shrinu bho shakra tvam prathma eka eva vahanadi ambar parichadam parityajya dino bhutva swapradham kshamapayitum prabhoschana ambujiyor dandavan nipata iti surabhya prenat upsangam. So Vivikta, and the next word is upsangamya, means having approached him. So he comments on this as if Surabhi, cow, has told Indra that, listen, O Indra, Tvam prathmam eka eva vahanadi swaparichadam parityajya, that you go alone, leave your Airavat elephant, don't take him with you, leave your all this insignia of your being the king of heaven, all that parichada, parityajya, and in a very humble mood, dino bhutva swapradham kshamapayitum prabhos charanambujayor dandavan nipat. So you go and fall down at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and beg him to forgive you. So this is what you do. So this is how Indra approached him. That is the significance of the word upsangamya. Hanta bho devendra kimidam te mayi aparam vatsalyam drishyate yad balyad agyatvat tvan makhantaram sagasamapi mam anukampitam ayase iti digoktino okte sati vridita. So after that it is said that he was feeling embarrassed. So why he was feeling embarrassed? It was as if Krishna did not speak to him, but as if he indicated to him by the movements of his eyes. And he said that, wow, O Indra, the king of the Devas, you have come here to bless me? How is this? Kimidam te maya param vatsalyam drishyate. I see there is so much affection from you on me, who is ignorant, balyad agyatvat tvanmakhantaram sagasam. And because of being just a child and being ignorant, I actually obstructed your yajna. Because this is what Indra was telling when he heard. He was saying, he's just a boy and he's ignorant and he's doing this. He says, being just a boy and ignorant, I stopped makhantaram, I stopped your makha, your yajna. Therefore I am an offender to you, and you are still being so affectionate to me. This is unbelievable. So mam anukampitum ayase, you have come here to bless me. He says, I cannot believe this. So iti driga ingitena ukte sati vridita. So Sri Krishna did not say this verbally, he just indicated this. Maybe he moved his head looking at him. Oh. So that's why he is feeling very embarrassed and remorseful. So it is in that state that he approaches Sri Krishna and he fell at his feet and put his helmet at his lotus feet. So verse number 3, Drishta Shrutanubhavosya Krishnasya Amita Tejasaha Nashtra Triloke Shamada Idamaha Kritanjalihi. So Idamaha Kritanjali. So Indra, with his joined palms, he spoke the following. And how is he? So that is described in 3 words. First is Drishta Shruta Anubhavo Asya. So Indra, who has seen the prowess of Sri Krishna, he personally witnessed it. Because Indra is not some ordinary person, he is very powerful. He has got a lot of yogic powers. So he tried his best to destroy Vraja, but he could not do anything. So therefore he saw Drishta Anubhava. And Shruta also, he also heard, because he went to Brahma. And then Brahma said that I am already sitting here. I have already experienced myself. Then he told his story. So now Indra, he has seen and he has heard. So Krishnasya Amita Tejasa. So whose prowess he has heard? He has heard the prowess of Krishna, who has unlimited potency, Amita Tejasa. And therefore, Nashtra Trilokesha Mada. So his pride that he is the Lord of the 3 worlds. Indra is also called Trilokesha, or the master of the Bhur-Bhuvasva, the lower 3 planetary systems. So now his pride was completely smashed, demolished, lost. So in that state, so now he is actually understanding who Krishna is, and therefore he is going to pray to him for that. So he spoke the following slokas. I think 2 of them. He speaks few slokas. So Adau Drishta Swanetrabhyameva Paschad Aparadhitvam Swasya Nishchitya Paritranoupaya Jigyasya Meru Prishtham Gatva Sruto Brahma Mukhad Anubhava Prabhavo Yenas. So first he himself has seen the prowess of Sri Krishna, and then when he understood that he has committed big offense, then he went to Meru mountain to meet Brahma, and then he also heard the greatness of Sri Krishna from the mouth of Brahma also. So therefore now the way he was trying to smash Govardhan mountain, his pride was, which was also like a mountain, got smashed by Sri Krishna. And therefore he speaks some nice prayers. So Indra uvacha Vishuddha sattvam tava dhama shantam tapomayam dhvastarajastamaskam mayamayoyam gunasampravaho na vidyate grahananubandha. So he says that you are Vishuddha sattva, tava dhama, your form, your body. Dhama means body, dhama also means abode. So it is made of Vishuddha sattva. So Vishuddha sattva is the internal potency of Bhagavan, not this sattva. And you are peaceful, shantam, tapomayam, and your body is full of knowledge. It's not inert. The word tapa means austerity, tapa also means knowledge. Like you have Gopal Tapani. So there Tapani means knowledge, means it gives knowledge about Gopal. So here tapa means knowledge, tapomayam. So Bhagavan's body is conscious. It's not like our body which is dead matter, appears conscious only because of the presence of the Atma. His body is Vishuddha sattva, therefore conscious and peaceful. Why is it peaceful? Because dhvasta rajas tamaskam. Because it is not influenced by rajas or tamas, which cause disturbance. Right? So tamas means avaran, rajas means vikshep. So rajas creates all types of agitation, disturbance, thoughts, desires, and tamas covers our true identity. So his Krishna body being Vishuddha sattva is free from that. And maya mayoyam guna sampravaho na vidyate te grahananubandha. So this guna sampravaha, this flow of the gunas which belong to the material nature, this does not influence you, this does not exist in you, does not have any power to disturb you. So te agrahananubandha. So you are not bound by this, or you are not interested in it, or you cannot be known by these gunas, can be only known by Vishuddha sattva. So there is a comment on this. Garvadeva tvanmukham vikhandya dobhadeva tvat sampradaniyam naivedyam bhoktum govardhan makham misham eva akarmam ahamiti mattattvam tvam janasi eva iti swasmin vakroktim ashankya bhonath. So as if Sri Krishna is telling Indra that, look Indra, it is because of pride that I stopped your yajna. And it is because of the greed that whatever was to be offered to you, I used it to worship Govardhan, but actually I wanted to eat it myself. Naivedyam bhoktum Govardhan makhamisham eva akarma. On the pretext of offering all the ingredients which were meant for your yajna, I ate them. And he actually ate. He became God. So this is my greed. And now you understand it very well. So mat tattvam tvam janasi. So you know the truth. You know how greedy I am. And I ate a lot. I kept on asking, bring more, on your. So greed means when you want to have more than what you need. Right? Greed is beyond need. Need is justified, but not greed. So therefore it says lobha devi. It is only out of greed that I did all this. Nothing else. So you know this. So Krishna is speaking this vakrokti. So vakrokti, what will be the English word for it? Like indirect.
Tongue in cheek.
No, not tongue in cheek. It's like sarcastic.
Sarcastically.
Yeah, he's speaking sarcastically. Means you don't mean what you are saying, but you make the other person feel embarrassed. So Krishna is having little fun with Indra. So he didn't really say it. This is the conjecture of the commentator. So thinking that he is going to say, then he is saying Bhonatha. So Indra, therefore, because he is making a connection, why suddenly Indra speaks like this? This is the Sangati, correlation of the verse in the context, what is going on. So that's how he correlates it. That's the job of the commentator. So Indra is saying, Bhonatha, O Lord, Tvan maya mohito api aham, Tvat kripaleshena adhuna, Tvat tattvam etan matram tvamaham, tvaham janami, iti aha Vishnu. So he says that, O Lord, I know that I am bewildered by your maya. I know that I am under the influence of your maya. But because of your little grace on me, Tvat kripaleshena, I have at least understood this much about you. And then he says this verse. Means you are not greedy, you are not ignorant. You are not just a young little ignorant, greedy boy who wanted to eat. So to deny that, he says Visuddha Sattva. Where is the question of you having these qualities of greed, etc.? Because you are transcendental to Prakriti. That is the significance. Vishuddhamiti. So in 2 verses, he as if refutes this idea that Krishna, because people also do that in the material world. Indra himself, Prithu Maharaj was doing yajna. So when he was doing 99th one, then he came and stole the horse. Right? So he destroyed his yajna, because without the horse he could not do the yajna. So and why was he doing it? Because of his own greed. He wants to keep the power. He is worried, he is envious, afraid. So all these Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Bhaya, they come. So he says that you are not like that. So tav dhama swarupam shantam anugram. Your dhama, your body, your swarup, your inner nature is peaceful. It is, you have no agitation. Tapomayam jnana swarupam, and it is tapomaya, it is conscious. It is not ignorant. Tarhi kim sattva gunottham. So then Krishna says that, does it mean that my body is made from sattva guna, which is one of the three gunas of Prakriti? Because he is saying tapomayam or jnana swarupan sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobhe evacha. So you are saying lobh is not there, so it is not from rajas, but you are saying it is jnana swarupa, so it is made of sattva guna. So then he says no, vishuddha sattva. So although this vishuddha sattva is also sattva, it only have an adjective of sattva, but it is a different padartha, it's a different tattva. It is not that the sattva of the material world purified becomes vishuddha sattva, but this vishuddha adjective is to segregate or to separate, distinguish it from the material sattva. Nayatra maya kimuta hare parer. So there is no maya there, no rajas tamas. There is no rajas tamas sattvam mishram. There is no mixture, na kala. There is no time. All these things are not there. So therefore this is aprakritam chidananda mayam ityartha. So this is aprakrit, this is non-material. What does it mean? It is conscious and blissful. Sattva is naturally, sattva actually means existence. Sattva simply means pure existence. But it's existence of what? It's not existence, has to be of something. So it is conscious object and blissful object. So Advaitvadis also say that Bhagavan's body is made of Vishuddha Sattva, but they think that this is Vishuddha Sattva is material Sattva. That is their understanding, because for them it is only Brahman, which is Satchidananda. And Krishna's form, whenever the word Vishuddha Sattva etc. is used here, so they Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. They think that this is Vishuddha Sattva, means it's just Sattva without Rajas and Tamas. That's how they think. But Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is making it clear so that we are not having this kind of misconception that his body is Chidanandamaya. Ato Rajasa Tamsostvai Sambhavana eva nasti. So therefore, if you do not have even material sattva, then where is the question of rajas and tamas? Because these three gunas, they go together. Anyonya milita sarve sarvatra gamina. So rajas, tamas and sattva, these have very deep friendship. Three's company. They are always together. They never leave. You will never see only one of them or two of them. Always, always, always three. So therefore, Krishna's form is not having rajas or tamas, because even sattva is not there. There is no possibility. Pratyut anya gatayorapi tayos tvatto dhvansa evatyaya dhvasta rajas tamascha yasmat. Yat samanadi karturapi rajastamasi nashyate ityartha. So he says, what to speak of that your form being influenced by rajas and tamas, your form destroys it, rajas and tamas. Even those who remember your form or who chant your name, they become free from rajas and tamas. So that's why Krishna says that Mame Vaya Prapadyante Mayam Hitam Tarante. Surrender, then you become free from Maya. Becoming free from Maya obviously means becoming free from Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So therefore Bhakti makes one free from the gunas of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So that is the significance of Sattva, Dhvasta, Rajas, Tamas kam. अतो अस्मिन् जगति अस्मदादिषु य गुणानां सम्यक् प्रवाह संसार रूप है मायामय ayam te tam naiva vidyate. So therefore in this material world, this flow of the gunas, because we are all the time influenced by gunas. Sometimes sattva is influencing us, sometimes rajas is influencing. If you are sitting in the class, tamas is also influencing. Right? Take a little dip, come up again. So class is very good for tamas. So therefore he says that we are under the influence of this flow of the gunas. Samyak pravaha. Samyak means it is continuously. Everybody is under the influence of these gunas. And then they act in different ways. Samsara rupa maya maya ayam te. So, but this does not exist in you, certainly. Nanu jivan mastu kintu mayam adhinikritya kadachit kautuk vashadastu natra kapi doshas tatra. So now Sri Krishna is saying that okay, I am not under the influence of Maya, but Maya is under my control. So like a Jiva, I don't fall into under the influence of Maya, but because Maya is my servant, so sometimes I may play with her. Right? Like if you have a horse, then you take a ride on that, like you take a ride on your mobile. Right? So you may not be influenced by your mobile, but you can have a ride on it. So you may be not influenced by Maya, but you can have a ride with Maya. You can play kautuk vasad just for the sake of fun. Not that you have anything to achieve from it. He says, kadachit, sometimes kautuk vasad astu. So there is no dosh in that. What is problem in that? I don't come under influence of that Maya. So, prakritim swamam stabhya. Krishna says, I come in the material world. Sambhavami yuga yuga. So then he says, no, even that is not there in you. So it was a very interesting meaning of this word agrahana anubandha. So agrahana anubandha. Na vidyate grahanasya anubandha akanksha api yatra. So anubandha here means akanksha, wish, desire, and grahana means to accept or to play. So he says that you have absolutely no akanksha, no desire, no expectation, no wish to play with it or to accept Maya, even though you are the master and you are not influenced by it. So therefore he says you are agrahana nubandha. So this is the end of this commentary. Today we'll stop here if there is any question on this. Okay. Yeah.
Could you maybe explain again why Brahma comes into play here? Is this just the deliberation of the commentator here, or
No, because later on Surabhi will say that Brahma sent me here. So from that he's explaining. Means Indra went to Brahma because Indra is also under Brahma. Indra is not above Brahma. When they have problem, they go to Brahma, take help from him. Like Earth also went. So Indra was in trouble, he goes there. He must have gone to his guru, Brihaspati. Brihaspati said, go to the big boss. I don't know this. So he went to him. Because Brahma's job is also to see that the creation continues. So he didn't want Indra to become depressed. Indra is a manager for Brahma. So if somebody is managing under you and they are in trouble, it's your duty, right, to fix them, to solve their problems so that they can function. So that's what Brahma did. It's a management system. Bhushan.
I was just wondering if is Surabhi same as Kamadhenu?
Surabhi is Kamadhenu. Where is Kamadhenu?
Kamadhenu.
Yeah, so this is not same. Kamadhenu is also a generic term. That all the cows in Golok are Kamadhenu. But Vasishtha had one that is different. Surabhi is different. Anything else?
This feeling of fear that Indra had.
Feeling of?
Fear.
To
approach basically the Lord, Krishna. What exactly, why he was feeling fear and what exactly shows this fear?
What?
Because you don't have fear of somebody whom you love, basically. So
whom he loved Krishna. And if you love somebody and then you offend that person, you don't fear?
Okay. Because
otherwise, whom will you fear?
Okay.
Why then the transcendental nature is called Vishuddha Sattva and not Shuddha Sattva?
Suddha, Vishuddha, same thing. It has same meaning. Sometimes you call Shuddha Sattva, sometimes Vishuddha Sattva. Who is there? Bhadra.
Namaste Babaji, Haribol. Regarding when Indra was feeling terrified and because of the offense, he realized the offense he has done, and then he went to Lord Krishna to offer some prayers for him to be forgiven. So my question is, once one has amended the offense to a Vaishnava, or
why?
Once one has amended the offense that he or she has done, the samskara of the offense is still there inside.
So what do you mean by samskara?
Yeah, because I was listening in another class in the class of Bhakti Sandarbha, I think Anuchela 153. That you were explaining how the offenses, when one commits an offense, and it creates a samskara, and then
so samskara cannot be removed. That is the whole idea of asking for forgiveness. That you wash it off. That is, you repent, you understand you made a mistake, then, which means that now you don't want to, you become more aware and you don't want to do it again. So samskara in the sense that you are not going to forget the incident, that is also samskara. But samskara to commit it again, that will not remain if you have truly repented and asked for forgiveness. That's why I said, what do you mean by samskara? Because your memory also comes from samskara, so it does not mean that Indra will forget the incident.
So that means that the meaning you meant explaining about this mechanism of how the offenses work was that this impression is, if you don't amend the offense, then it will continue bothering.
Just like if you eat ice cream, let's say chocolate.
Okay.
Both are okay. Both have the same thing. And you relish it. So there are two things. When we say impression, there are many things which happen. So one is that just a pure activity, that you ate it, you are going to remember that I ate it. Other is that you ate it with relish, so it creates that samskara of relishing it. Right? Tatsak sukhanushai ragaha. So that will create raga in you, which will give you more desire to do that again. It will create desire to eat again. So that is what is being described. So you can perform action without attachment, where Krishna says sukhe dukhe same kritva labha labho jaya jaya. That is what he calls as yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate. When he says yoga karmasu kaushalam, that's what he means. That he is not saying don't do karma. Krishna is not in favor of just get rid of all action. He says no, nahi kaschit kshanamapu jatu tishtatya karam kriti, you have to do. But do it without attachment. Because this karma sangha, that is the problem. So the same you can apply for any action. So now if he understands that I did it wrong, when he was doing it, then he was relishing it. So that will create a samskara to do it again. If he would have actually destroyed and Sri Krishna was not there to help, then he would have felt very elated and happy. So that will create samskara now in him to do this more. But now this is washed away. That is the meaning.
Thank you, Babaji.
Okay, Sandeep.
Pranam Babaji Maharaj. My question was that initially Indra created so much of problem by sending all this rain, etc. And now he is offering prayers. So, is it only because of the powers of Krishna after seeing that he is realized, or after he has met Brahma and then he has realized? So his knowledge is come from Brahma, or is it just self-realization of Krishna's power?
No, he realized it himself that he was a failure. You try to fight with somebody, you get defeated, don't you realize that you are weak and the other person is powerful? You are in the Navy, you should know this. Okay, Ladli.
Yes, Haribol Babaji. I would like to know what the name Surabhi of the cow mean. And I was wondering, is she the only cow mentioned in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam? And if so, why? What is so specific about her? And I don't know, is she the favorite cow of Krishna? Or because, yeah, and if I want to know more about her.
So just Google it. I don't know much about it. Try ChatGPT, maybe you will get something. I can only explain the meaning that Surabhi, it comes from Rab Dhatu. Su means good. And Rab is used like to begin, Arambh, Rabhi, Rambhate. So it signifies good beginning or good work or something like that. But I don't know much about specifically about Surabhi cow. I have not read anything. Anybody knows? Sometimes he is described as Brahma's cow. Yeah, but she wants to know why only Surabhi here. Because Brahma was given a cow to begin with. So that creation can start. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Alright, so we'll stop.